English fought a civil war over this matter. The civil war in England between King Charles I and the Parliament was over the right of the Parliament or the King to make the appropriation. Because of the Labor Party's sheer desperation to score political points, have convinced the crossbench that it is wiser to throw out 109 years of parliamentary precedence and to throw out the hundreds of years of tradition which have formed the basis of our Westminster system to make a cheap political point.
The Australian people do not send us to Parliament to run and hide from debates that we don't like, to manipulate procedure and the law to try and avoid democracy. We are elected to this place to solve problems, to find common ground where we can. This legislation does that. It gets the balance right. I believe that we can keep our borders secure, we can uphold national security, but still treat people humanely. Yeah. We can have strong borders while still fulfilling our duty of care to the people in our care.
The Labor Party can win as many votes in this House as they care to, Mr Speaker, but by the Australian people here tonight, they are failing the test of mettle. They are failing the test of duty to the Australian people, and they do it trying to kid themselves that this is being done in the name of humanitarianism. Well, I remind them that their humanitarianism, as supposed last time, led to child deaths. The people of Australia will remember this day and know that this is now on your head.
The question is that the question be put. All those of that opinion say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. I think the noes have it. Division required. Ring the bells for 4 minutes.
Well, if it looked and sounded like there was a tone of desperation coming from the Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, there in his closing contribution to this debate, then it's probably for good reason, because he is now staring down the barrel of a somewhat historic defeat here. There's the shot that tells you most everything you need to know. Wilkie, Sharkey, Bant, McGowan, Banks and Phelps.
Order. The result of the division is ayes 75, noes 74. The question is therefore resolved in the affirmative. Members in the galleries, the next item of business is the Standing Committee on Health and Aged Care by the member for North Sydney.
All right. And that is the moment. With applause ringing out from the public galleries, we knew they were going to be full here today for question time. Not too many people had predicted that at 13 minutes past 6 here in Canberra, there'd still be a reasonably large number. Well, 20 or so anyway. Some of them could be staffers, must be said, on hand to applaud.
Order, if the members of the gallery could be seated.
This victory by Labor and the crossbench.